Hello and welcome to the top 10 games available on the Xbox Game Pass for PC for this month of October 2021. I am Deep Raccoon, and in this video I'll talk to you about 10 games that are available or will be available in the Xbox Game Pass, and I will be prioritizing games that recently came out, will come out, or are getting an update in this October 2021. The list is in no specific order and are 10 games that I am specifically interested about. So for the first game in this list, Marvel Avengers. This game released a while ago but just now got added to the Game Pass roster. This is an action-adventure RPG game where you play as a different Avenger characters throughout different story missions. The game features a gear system that allows you to improve your characters and make your missions easier or access harder missions. The game started on Steam with mixed reviews, but recently has switched to mostly positive. I believe this is due to people expecting more out of it and being slightly disappointed, but now with the recent additions that the game received, it seems like a good time to jump in, and having it available in the Game Pass makes it a great choice for this month. Next in the list, Scarlet Nexus is a cyberpunk style, also action RPG, where you play as two different characters that you choose at the beginning of the game, which each lead to a different storyline, where by playing both you get the full story. This game features a very nice combat system, very satisfying, with the sword wielding mixed with telekinesis that makes the whole combat very fluid and very satisfying. This game has very positive reviews on Steam. I have not played it myself, but it seems like a very nice addition to the Game Pass roster. The next game, also in the sci-fi genre, Lemnis Gate, is a multiplayer arena shooter that is played inside of a loop, meaning that a match happens during multiple turns and each turn is the same 25 seconds. Meaning that the first turn you'll play as one character and it will do its thing, and the second turn you'll play as a different character, but the first character will still do the same things as you did in the previous turn. Then the game will consist in trying to prevent the enemy from achieving objectives and allowing your own characters, your own previous characters, to achieve. And compared to other games in a similar genre, this game has you and your enemy play in different turns, meaning that your first turn will be player A who plays and player B will simply watch, while in the second turn player B will play and player A will simply watch. Lemnis Gate has very positive reviews on Steam, and it seems to be a quite interesting game to check out while it's in the Game Pass. So now into the more indie games, with the first of which, Sable, a game focused on exploration and story. This game makes you explore an interesting landscape with a very nice and beautiful art style. This game has been described as taking the most chill aspects of Breath of the Wild. This game lets you travel by gliding or using interesting hovercrafts. I have actually played this game when the demo released, and I did enjoy the time played with it, and I look forward to playing it fully now that it's available on the Game Pass. Now for a game with a completely different vibe, Superliminal, a puzzle game that takes advantage of visual illusions and perspective, where by taking advantage of these illusions makes you scale different objects, create new doors, and some all kinds of weird, interesting mechanics. The game is very original and can end up being quite a manfuck. If you enjoy interesting puzzle games with a very original mechanic, I definitely recommend you to check this game out. Now for two games more focused on the fun factor, I Am Fish. Like the name indicates, you play as a fish and have to traverse different levels to reach the ocean. Each level features a different fish that has different abilities and allow you to traverse the environment in different ways. This game is quite lighthearted and quite fun, yet some section of it can still be found quite challenging. Next on the list, Skatebird, like the name indicates, is a skate game where you play as a bird. This game is quite quirky and funny, with some interesting levels and some nice music. I have actually made a review of this game that you can find on my channel. So, if you're looking for a skate game, this might be too simple, but its quirkiness makes it quite fun and enjoyable. Next, for a game that received an update recently, Sea of Thieves received the Pirates Life update, which was revealed at E3, and a lot of people have been waiting for it since. This update incorporates the Pirates of the Caribbean characters into the game, which makes it a very nice point to jump into the game again. This is a game that I've played many times that I really enjoy, and I especially like the fact that you can just very easily jump in with some friends and start doing missions. Now for the last two games, these games will be coming out later this month, the first of which, Back 4 Blood, coming out the 12th. This game is a sequel to the Left 4 Dead franchise, with new mechanics, bigger and more interesting zombies. So, if you've been waiting for a new Left 4 Dead game, this is it, and you won't have to wait a lot longer since it is releasing later this month. And straight away available on the Game Pass. So now, for the last game on the list, Age of Empires 4 will be releasing on the Game Pass the 27th of October. I was doubting to put this game on the list due to its very late release this month, but since it's a very known and loved franchise that has not had a sequel in a very long time, I thought it was very important to get it in. And for those of you who don't know the franchise, this is a strategy RTS game that lets you play different civilizations throughout multiple eras that you slowly progress throughout the game. Age of Empires 3 having released in 2005, people have very high expectations and we all hope that it delivers. So that was it. Hopefully I made you interested in at least a few of these games. Thanks for watching and see you next month.